I am in Prague, or Prague, Czech Republic.
And while we're out there, we can see the Grand Canyon. It's been on my list since I was a little kid. But honestly, if it doesn't go just like we planned it, I don't care as long as it's just you and me.
Don't be dead, friends. I am in Prague, or Prague, Czech Republic. I am so excited to be here, and I cannot wait to explore. There are a couple big things that I want to check out here, and other things I just want to explore. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see more of the city. I've been wanting to come to Prague probably the past 10 years, 10-15 years, forever, and I'm finally glad to be here. So, let's go explore. I'm in the main town Old Square, or sorry, the Old Town Main Square right now, and you just have to give a little look around because the buildings are so beautiful. And I've really never seen anything quite like it before, so love the square. It's so pretty. Just off to the side of the square is the world famous Astronomical Clock, and it's actually really impressive. It's said to be like the second most underwhelming tourist attraction or fixture in history next to the Mona Lisa, since it's so small. But it gets so crowded here, and it's actually really pretty. And they designed it for people who didn't know how to read. And so each little piece means something different, and it's just really genius for that, that time of that era. It's so cool. Definitely recommend coming here as early as you can. It's about a little after 9, and there are no crowds. I came here around 11:30 yesterday. Completely packed, so full. So yes, if you want to have good pictures, make sure to come early. Once when you learn how the clock actually works, it becomes so less underwhelming because the hands on the clock, there's a little ball at the end, which actually represents the phases of the moon, so that moves along with the time. The time of day, so the blue part in the clock represents day, the black represents night, and there's also the zodiac calendar too, and then there's the 12 months in the year with pictures, what each month is supposed to represent, and yeah, it's just how it all works is really just quite amazing. I came to the Prague Castle, or Castle Complex. It's lesser known, and there's not that much people here, which is really awesome, especially if you already went to Prague Castle. So many people. But here the grounds are beautiful gardens, and there is a beautiful basilica here that I'm gonna go check out. But I came for the views, and it's really nice to see a different side of Prague. Also here on the grounds are the St. Peter and Paul Basilica. The outside is absolutely beautiful. I can't go in because there's a worship service happening right now, but the doors are painted so pretty, and they're like mosaics. It's very beautiful. You can actually kind of see little glimpses of the Prague Castle right back there, which is really cool. We're about maybe 3 or so-ish miles away from the Old Town Center, and it was maybe like a 20-25 minute tram ride, and it's so pretty. People are out running and just taking in the views. It's beautiful. Old Town Square to the Prague Castle is Charles Bridge right behind me. And it has been around for a very, very long time. And they say that back when they were building it, that Charles IV, he called for all the eggs in the kingdom to come, and they used the egg whites to use for mortar for the brick, and that's why that is still standing. Yeah, so cool. They also said that only one of the villages gave hard-boiled eggs, and now they're kind of the laughingstock village. But yeah, alright, let's go hop on over. There's a lot of people on the bridge, but that's kind of expected. Alright, so on Charles Bridge, and Charles Bridge was renamed Charles Bridge after Charles IV, who created it. And Charles was actually a numerologist, and he was told that he built the bridge at 5:31 in the morning on the 9th of July in 1357. This bridge would last to the end of time, and it creates a palindrome. And him being a numerologist was like, this is what I'm going to do. So yeah, it's been here since 1357. It had to be fortified, reconstructed, because part of it was damaged some years ago. Yeah, it is still here thanks to egg whites. I am just constantly amazed by the Czech history here. It is so rich with history, and I love how a little bit of statues and a little bit of pictures tell such a big story and history of who built it and why it was built, and then their family story. And so the bridge is lined with all these statues with important people in history, and it's just really cool to see how they tell stories. Also, if you wanted to pay 100 crowns, you could go in and go up to the top of the tower and get the view of the bridge. I'm going to save my money though. Back here, that's another way to get up to the Charles Bridge, and I don't know if it looks familiar at all or if you've seen this location before, but Tom Cruise was running up the stairs in one of the Mission Impossible movies, and it's right there. So cool. If you want to skip your workout for the day, all you have to do is just climb the Petra Tower, or the Petra Hill. They do have a cable car. However, there was probably 80 people in line, and I was like, it'll just be faster for me to walk up, and I'll still beat half of them. So far, I'm almost to the top. I mean, I've only been climbing for maybe 8 minutes, 10 minutes, but the hill is pretty steep. But the view, I'm sure it'll be totally worth it. So I think the way continues up this dirt path that I just turned down, because it seems like the paved path kind of loops back around and then down the hill. So I'm trying this dirt path. Hopefully it actually leads me to the top. I saw stairs, but I wasn't sure if they led there because it looked like it just went straight to the wall. I don't know, so we'll find out. I made it to the top, and I am so tired. But there's actually another set of stairs on the other side of the hill, so I just climbed up and then made it up to the top. So yeah, it's a cute little park area that's surrounded by a brick wall, and if you can see, let's get a closer look. The Petra Tower, and it looks so much like the Eiffel Tower, shorter of course. But yeah, super interesting. You can go to the top, and it's 150 crowns to go to the top. I'm already tired, I don't want to spend that much, but if you want even higher views, you can go to the top. signs to the Prague Castle, and like kind of right by the monastery, there's this restaurant area, and then they have this really beautiful panoramic view. And then if you want, you can use one of these lookout things. But you can see the castle right there. Beautiful. Such beautiful views. Now they're on this side of the hill, just to give you perspective. I don't know if you can see, there's like a little house down there. That's where I started. And then you climb all the way to the tower, to the top. It was a workout, that's for sure. Alright you guys, I made it to the Prague Castle. So exciting. The Prague Castle is actually the largest medieval castle complex in the world. It's absolutely humongous, but if you notice, it no longer looks medieval because it was modernized over 100 years ago. But you can still see little influences of different styles in the past millennia, like some medieval styles, Romanesque. So yeah, I'm excited to go check it out. I found this little courtyard. The outside sign says it's a palace. There's probably an entrance fee, so I'm just going to enjoy the courtyard because the courtyard is free. But I just love this artwork on the wall. I think they call it sgraffito. Anyways, it's basically like the old school version of a graffiti where they put a darker plaster down first and then a lighter plaster and then they scratch away to make beautiful designs, and it's gorgeous. I want to design my house like that. Castle has their very own set of castle guards, and I just caught the last little bit of their changing of the guard ceremony, which they do every hour on the hour. They do a bigger one around noon that I missed, but I still get to see a little bit of their every hour one. And like every other touristy thing, you can dress up like a 13th century king. Take a picture if you wanted to. Alright, so I made it in through the castle. There is a little bit of security that you do have to walk through. Just make sure you empty your pockets. And there's a little table on the side that you just put your stuff on there, and then you can go right in. Stained glass quite like it. It is so beautiful. But they ran out of money while making it, so they had to call on the bank and the insurance company to give them funds to finish building it. And so you can see their tributes in the stained glass. It's so funny. Actually close at 4, but they're going to close those doors any minute. They close the doors 20 minutes before they close, so that way people can still see it. So, and just like that, the doors are closed. So if you want to get here, make sure you get here around 3 o'clock before they close the doors. I love that everything here in Prague has stories all behind it, because the illustrations on the door actually show the story of how, or like the progression of the cathedral being built, and I think that is so cool. Prague Castle is probably one of the top most visited things here in the city, and you can really see why. There's like gold on the front here, and it is just absolutely beautiful. You can also see some of the old styles, like the original, like Gothic styles, and then you can see how it starts to gradually get newer as time progresses. But yeah, beautiful. Also, if you wanted, you can climb up there. It does cost 200 crowns to go in, which I don't want to pay, so I'm not going to do it. But you definitely could if you wanted to get a little bit more exercise and a little bit more of a bird's eye view. You just go through that really tiny door. Popular thing to see here in the castle complex. You do need a ticket to go in, but after a certain time, it's free. I thought it was 5, but it's 4:30 now, and it's free to go in. So walking down Golden Lane, they have said that they call it the Golden Lane because all the goldsmiths live on the street, or possibly everyone peed in the streets, and it was flowing with pee. Take what you will. But yeah, the street is really, really tiny. Not just the width, but the doors. And it actually used to be houses. There's also a torture chamber in the wall. And yeah, it's very, very interesting. Don't know why you necessarily need a ticket to get in, but it's definitely worth the check out. Especially if you come after the free time. Totally worth it. Once we leave the Golden Lane, you see the exit signs. And when you come down the stairs, you see the entrance to the dungeons. Once you pass the dungeons, go down the stairs, you come out to a place where you'll be able to get amazing panoramic views. I mean, you have to go up to the wall, you can't see them from here, but once you get to the wall, the views are amazing. I mean, you have to fight people a little bit, but it's worth it to get the glowing lights of the city and to see a little bit of the river. Alright, time to head back down. Alright you guys, I am going to end the video here. I had such an amazing time in Prague. The city is absolutely humongous. There's so much to do and so much to eat, but it's awesome. And I had such a good time, and I definitely recommend waking up early, because that way you can beat the tourists. I woke up at I went out to the city around 9 o'clock, and there was just a few people out, but I bet if I went up earlier, there'd be nobody. But I'm going to say goodnight, and if you guys want to see what I get up to next, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys there.
What if we walked into the airport and bought a ticket at the counter and just flew?
Its nickname is the Bone Chapel.
Spin the globe and close your eyes. I'll go anywhere it lands with you. Let's stop thinking about it. The world will go on without us. We'll disappear somewhere. If it's you and me, I'll be there.